sets this biological clock so that everything happens on a 24-hour cycle. And certain hormones need to be released at certain times. And then certain repair mechanisms need to happen at the immune system level or in your brain. And you can be, quote unquote, sleeping, but if you're not really sleeping well, like you have sleep apnea, or you keep waking up, or you have a lot of anxiety, then you're not going to be able to go into deep sleep. You're not going to get enough REM cycles, and every time you wake up, you restart the whole sleep system because you have this thing called the sleep inertia. So your first REM cycle takes a long time. It takes over 2 hours usually for you to do that. And then every successive REM cycle, it can be compressed. So in 7 hours, you could easily get 4 REM cycles. But if you keep waking up, you could be in the bed for 9 hours and never get it.
So I hate sleep. If I didn't need it, I wouldn't get it. I fully understand. Right. I actually prioritize it in my life. It's one of the most important things that I do. If I had to guess, though, I average without an alarm clock. I never set an alarm clock. I always go to bed at the same time. I'm very aware of my circadian rhythms. But just in terms of where I'm at in my life, levels of excitement, levels of stress, whatever, I probably average about 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep a night. And one thing that I heard is that while you're sleeping, your brain actually shrinks or de-inflames, maybe is the right way to think about it, and allows like a brain washing, if you will. Is that what's happening, or is there something else going on during the different phases of sleep that make it so critical?
Yeah, so there's a lot more going on. And really probably one of the most important things that's going on are the immune cells that get stimulated in your brain. So these microglial cells and these astrocytes that are in your brain, they're doing all the repair. And they're more active during the night. The other thing is that your brain is taking all the memories from the day and you're forgetting. Forgetting is really the most important process because your hippocampus will just get full of all these proteins that just get accumulated during the day. You don't want to remember like every single little detail of the day. You just don't have that capacity. And if you don't make sure that you process all that short-term memory and free it up, the next day you're going to be compromised in your ability to remember.